folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Cat Crypto. So let's dive into an update exactly on what is Anchor Protocol. And we're going to do a little overview really quickly. You can come to the Anchor Protocol website and you can have a look at it. But before we dive into this was, in my opinion, one of the biggest Ponzi schemes out there. Just my opinion. Let's dive into the overview. So the overview of it, using diversified staking yields, money markets, and the ANC token, which is the Anchor Protocol token, incentives, and governance, the Anchor Protocol composes of a fully decentralized fixed income instrument. 1. The governance sets the anchor rate. The anchor rate is the target APY Anchor seeks to pay out to depositors. A quorum of Anchor governance tokens holders vote to set the anchor rate parameter. 2. Staking rewards make up the real yield. Underneath the hood, Anchor implements the classical money market with the caveat that whitelisted collateral is reserved for liquid staking derivatives of major POS protocols, which is proof of stake. The collaterals earn staking rewards, making up the real yield. 3. The real yield is stabilized around the anchor rate. Reserves and borrowing incentives help the real yield to converge to the anchor rate. If real yield anchor rate, the excess yield is stored in a UST denominated yield reserve. Anchor incentives to borrowers drop by 15% every week. 2. If real yield anchor rate, the yield shortfall is drawn down from the yield reserve until it is depleted. Additionally, anchor incentives, that's the cat messing around knocking paintings down. Life and joys of owning a cat. That's why I've been sort of like losing where I was on this, because I was watching what the cat was doing. So if a real yield was deployed, as stated, the anchor rate, the yield shortfall is drawn from the yield reserve until it is depleted. Additionally, anchor incentives to borrowers to increase 50% every week until the real yield converges to the anchor rate. And you can see the components and the protocol participants and everything like this. But what I want to explain to you folks is this in itself. If you've watched the coinage interviews with Do Kwon, he even admits, it was all really high. They thought it was really high, but it was just the way that it was. But I think from what I can tell is Anchor played a key role in the capitulation of Luna and UST at the time. So if we go over to, and this is one of the really good things actually about Binance, is that you can go to the coin, don't click anything, and just scroll down, and you can actually find out loads of different things about the coin, so to speak. So what makes Terad so unique is really funny, and the cheek of having this up the top but still not actually changing anything down here is ridiculous. So really interesting to see that. But the way that USTC and Luna worked is there was a mint to burn mechanism, and pretty much the way it works is Luna acted as an arbitrage cushion for UST to help keep its dollar peg. Investors could always swap UST for $1 of Luna and vice versa. If UST falls below $1, investors can buy the discounted token, swap it for $1 in Luna, and then sell the newly minted Luna on the market for a profit. Each time this swap is made, the sold token is burned. Crypto speak for destroyed. And we know that they actually was getting burned because they were getting sent to the dev wallet, from what we can be made aware. So first, Terraform Labs suggests burning roughly 1 million UST in the project's community pool. The community pool is a special fund designated for funding different projects built on top of a Terra blockchain. Any community member can create a governance proposal to spend the tokens in the pool. And I've said this to you folks many of times, but that's exactly what the community pool's for. But the actual way that it all works before was a simple mint to burn process, and as explained there. But Anchor Protocol was like a attachment, and it's still up now, and I'm really confused as to why it's still up. I don't think it still works. I think it only shows up possibly on the mobile app now, maybe if you go to wallet. Yeah, no, so you can click on Anchor Protocol, but honestly, I don't know a great deal about it, and I don't know if the system still works. Last time I tried to do it, I just lost coins from what I was made aware, because I was trying to test it for a video, but I really despise Anchor Protocol and what it's about, and the way that it lends against the blockchain, or borrows from the blockchain in some sense. It's just a really, really crafty kind of thing. I don't like it. I don't think it should be part of our ecosystem anymore, but a lot of people will probably beg to differ, as they like big gains, they like big yield rewards, big risk and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's very interesting, and I hope a lot of you have I hope all of you have moved your coins through the Terra Shuttle now, if you needed to do that, because that is going to be closing down this month at some point, and I think it's within the next week. So if you've got coins you need to move through the Terra Shuttle, I would advise doing it as soon as possible. Not financial advice, just letting you know what's going on in the overall market, so to speak. If you haven't noticed this, we've actually added a Ethereum merge countdown, because it really could coincide with our burn starting, and if everything is cracked up to be, it's really going to take us higher, so to speak, because we get dragged up or down by Bitcoin or Ethereum. And the fact that we've been defying the overall market recently, we still can get affected by it when it moves upwards, and that'd be really good to just get that extra boost. And I feel the market's been in a downturn for quite some time now, with all of the external economic factors that happened with the Rona-Ronason and the you know what in the where place that you folks know about, because it was all over the news, and there's loads of people in a crisis over there, so to speak. But I'm hoping that at some point, and possibly this Ethereum merge, is going to slingshot the crypto market upwards, bring some trust back now that we've restored LUNACLASSIC, and really hopefully starting to bring the love back to crypto, bring that trust back, and show that communities can be more than just people that post, or just influencers that just create videos, so to speak, and actually having a huge role in the ecosystem that you're speaking about. Because the way, like, I don't do this because it's going to get me more views or anything. I do it because I'm inspired by the blockchain. I wanted to fix this thing that was broken. I wanted to revitalize it, and I feel we have revitalized it, and now it's our duty to maintain and care for the blockchain, try and bring new projects, try and bring new dApps like the video that I put out today. And it's all about branching out, seeing what you can do with the blockchain. And you know, your idea may sound silly to you, but if you took it to the right person, they might help you mold it and transform it into something it can be. So folks, it's all stuff to think about. Like I said, don't take any of this as financial advice. It's just my mere ramblings of me and my cat. So stay safe out there. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me, anybody who posted WhatsApp numbers. If you haven't tapped the like button, consider tapping a little like, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you in the next one. Shoo!